There's never been a better time to start a YouTube channel. You guys, I'm starting over at 40. I've had my YouTube channel for 5 years already, but I never took it seriously. I would post videos here and there, and it seems as though YouTube rewards consistency. So I'm ready to go on this journey. I hope that you'll join me. I am a registered nurse. That's what I went to school for. Most recently, I was a nurse manager and then a nursing director. Before that, a bedside nurse. Prior to that, a COVID nurse. So actually somewhere in between there, I was a COVID nurse. So you know when COVID happened, what, 2020 to 22. So after being a COVID nurse, you guys, it really has changed me because seeing that much death was just unnatural. And I already had an appreciation for life itself. I know how precious it is, but after seeing so many ill people, and then I also lost my uncle during that time, it really changed me. And in a big way, I would say, well, you know, most people, you know, you work on a job, you end up retiring into your 60s, almost 70. And I feel like what happens in between, like you should not be dedicating most of your like best years, so to speak, to a job. I mean, everybody has to pay bills. I'm not saying like, I mean, you have to have a means to make income, but that's what makes YouTube the best option because you can literally make money in your sleep. You don't have to have a lot of fancy gear to start. You can literally use your phone. That's what I'm filming on right now. You can eventually upgrade, but it's not even necessary. And then as far as editing, like I like watching raw videos. I don't like a lot of editing and, you know, choppy videos. Like I like raw, natural, the pauses, the loss for words. You know, I mean, I enjoy it. And it's a way to let people know that you're human and to show them that they can do it too. So there's no prerequisite to starting. There's no application. You literally just have to hit the record button. And it's taken me so long to do that. And it feels so liberating, honestly, to go ahead and get this video up because I have been so afraid of being seen. It's a real thing. Like fear of being seen can be not crippling to the point where you can't like function, but hitting that record button is a big deal for me and for a lot of people. And I mean, you can even have a faceless account if you just feel like you cannot get to the point where you can post your face. But yeah, I'm just so happy to start this journey. If I didn't already say it, I recorded this video 4 times, okay? 4 times because I keep critiquing it and I don't like it. And I'm just like, you know what? This is the last time I'm gonna post it, set it and forget it, okay? And it'll land where it needs to land. And your tribe, also your tribe will find you. Like, you just literally, like I said, you have to set it and forget it. And then the people that align with you and your values will find you, okay? Feels literally so good. I've been talking to my best friend about doing this for at least 6-7 years. And if only I had started and been consistent when I first had the idea and the guts to start, I would be so much further along. But throughout that time, I've had unique life experiences, and those life experiences help shape you and make you into the person that you are. And they're unique, and you know, they can provide value to others because my life experience is different than yours, you know, and I'm eager to hear about other people's life experiences because it can help you grow. It can help develop, you know, further develop you. That doesn't make sense. Help you further develop. I don't know. Help you develop as a person, okay? Because we're constantly evolving. Nobody knows everything. And you know, I'm all about becoming the best version of me, okay? I was at a loss for words. But yeah, so you guys, I just cannot do nursing anymore. I feel like it is a very toxic work environment. That's from the bedside onto the director side. It can be very catty, and not only with women, guys too, but mostly women. Everybody's competing. Everybody wants to sound smart, you know, when the doctors come around, and just amongst each other, and like want to be the favorite. Like, I don't have time for it. And so that's another reason and the hours are strenuous. You're spread very thin. Honestly, the patients think it's the hotel. They think, I mean, because the hospitals are hospitality driven, and it can really wear on you, and you can provide the best care possible and be there to, you know, treat the patient to the best of your ability. But it comes down to quality markers, and the patient often rates you based on their experience, but their experience is kind of like, it's based on a hospitality. I don't know how to describe it. It's not, it seems like it's not really based on how well you took care of them. It's more so based on how many snacks did you pass? How quickly did they get their water? Did you baby them while they were there? I can't do it anymore. I'm not gonna let my license go because yeah, I'm an RN, and you know, I work really hard for it, and I don't take that for granted, because you know what, sometimes I talk to my hubs and he's like, you know what, a lot of people would love to be in your position and have your license, and I do understand that, but I just feel like at this point I just need a break, and I need a long one. And actually, I took a break. I had surgery in September of 25, and I haven't been back since. I have learned other ways to generate income, and it hasn't matched what I was making before as a nursing director most recently, or manager. The jobs kind of like were close together. But I mean, you really just need to be able to pay your bills and have some savings. Like, you don't have to make what you were making before, and then as you're scaling, you can start to pay things down. The thing is that you need to lower your cost of living so that you can afford to not make what you were making before, and don't live, what do they say, how do you say it, don't live to the extent of your salary. That doesn't make sense. Your cost of living should not meet or exceed your salary, is what I'm trying to say. And that's how you can start to buy your freedom back. You know, not everybody can afford to just go buy a cash car, but if you have to finance a car, for example, just try to like pay it down so that you can eliminate that bill, and then you can like buy some of your time back. Maybe you don't have to work 40 hours plus, you know, maybe you can start to work 30 hours, and maybe you can start to do part to full time, and then eventually you can just like start to grow something on the side like YouTube or whatever you're passionate about. Like, go for it, because it literally doesn't make sense for us to be at a job for 40 hours a week building somebody else's dream. And really and truly, the 40-hour work week is crazy. It's just like, they want you to be, you know, you work the 40 hours Monday through Friday, and then by the time the weekend comes, you're exhausted. This is for like a traditional worker, like nurses work 3/12s, and you can pick your days. That's a little different. But just for example, you work a traditional 40-hour work week. By the time Friday gets here, you finish your last day of the week, you're exhausted by Saturday. Saturday is like a day for recovery. And then you finally like get up the strength to try to go do something, have some fun. And then, you know, here comes the next day, Sunday. You have maybe, if you go to church, you do a little something in the early afternoon, and then you have to start getting ready for work for the next, you know, the upcoming week. And so they work you to the point where you don't have time to like work on yourself or like build your own dream. But I mean, you still can. When you come home, you know, the 9 to 5 is for them, and then the 5 to 9 is for you. A lot of people have children, and so that can be very challenging. But I mean, even when you're driving to work, from work, you can record some content. You can just get like one of the little suctions to go on your window, and you can just have your phone or your camera just sitting there. You can be recording, just talking to the camera, just kind of like what I'm doing right now. And I know it's easier said than done, because it took me a lot to get to this point, but it can be done. And I wish I would have done it a lot sooner, but here we are. We cannot cry over spilled milk. We're just gonna get it done. So yeah, you can just start recording with your phone. You don't need any fancy equipment. You can just like literally hit the record button. You don't even need a mic. Like, if you want to get a mic, that's fine. Like right now I'm in the bathroom because I'm still a little bit shy about filming, but I said, you know what, I have to get this video up. I cannot wait any longer. I can't afford to, as far as like, time is ticking. And then my favorite YouTuber just bought a $7 million house. Not saying that's like that I'm envious, but I'm just like, I've been watching this couple for like what, 5 to 7 years, and I've been wanting to do the same thing that they're doing, and I'm so supportive of them. But why am I not building my own dream? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I could have been like much further along. So we're gonna turn this around and we're gonna get it going. So no fancy equipment needed. Maybe a tripod, maybe the little suction cup to go on the, you know, the window in your car, and good to go. Yeah. And then as far as like what to talk about, sometimes I feel like stumped because I'm like, what am I gonna say? And then it always ends up like flowing naturally once I turn on the camera, because our life experiences are the content. I mean, what you do on a daily, that is the content. I mean, for me, I'm pretty simple. I live a simple life, but I enjoy coffee. So you can just start, for me, I can make my coffee in the morning and start a little chat and let you guys know what I'm thinking, where my head is at, how things are going, and just go from there. I think that one mistake that I made in the beginning was starting off like vlogging, because you can start off with the vlog channel, but people don't know you. And I feel like, you know, you have to build your brand up a different way and get people to trust you. Show up for them, show up for yourself, be consistent, and then they'll start to want to know more about your life and about you. So I feel like I shouldn't have done it that way. But so yeah, we're gonna do it this way, this go around, and we're gonna see how it goes. And we're not gonna be perfect. We're gonna make mistakes along the way, but through making mistakes, that's how you learn. Like, literally, that is how you learn what not to do. And then that's also how you find out like what works. So you guys, I'm telling you, I would be like watching these videos about how to start a YouTube channel and like all the benefits of it, and I literally would never hit record. And it feels just so good to finally get this going. It really does. And I hope that, you know, my video will inspire you. I'm at the very beginning stages, but I'm looking forward to being on this ride for the long term. I'm ready to start making money in my sleep like all the other influencers. So it feels so good. Anyway, my name is Mo or Moni. I go by both, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the comment section. Let me know if you're done, if you're over the 9 to 5 too. Like me, let me know if you're a nurse too. I'm really interested to know if you're a nurse and to hear your perspective on where nursing is heading. And I might touch on that too, because it is a wicked world out there in these nursing streets. Yeah. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll chat soon. Bye.